So hey yo, how's it going? Well, actually today it's actually a little early. I'm posting this video a little early. Well, I wanted to spend some time to just to let y'all know. I hadn't posted in a couple of days, and just to come hang out with y'all and speak a little bit tonight and talk to y'all, and tell you how I've been doing. Well, I'll be honest with you. This week it's been a heck of a week, and it's been crazy. So a lot of stuff. I mean, a lot of graduations I went to this week, and a lot of that stuff, and then a buddy of mine needs some help moving, which I love helping people out. Actually, twice this week, a couple buddies need some help, so I did some little work there and did some other work there, and it was a really busy week actually. So if you hadn't heard from me this week, it's because I was grinding, son. I was doing what I do best, grinding out, son, and just helping people out. Doing me and dealing with them crazy people I deal with at work. Of course, if you know what to do, then I'm not really going to mention on here for the time being. But with that being said, it's been a crazy week and a lot of crazy stories that people have came up with that told me, and I've had to do a lot of interesting stuff at work this week. It's been a crazy week, and I'm so glad it's Friday, and I'm so glad it is officially the end of this work week, and it has been one heck of a week. And I'm about to pull all my hair out. I mean, heck, it looks like I've got a lot of hair, but this week has been stressful. It's been a week, a crazy week to say the very least. But I do want to just come talk with y'all for a little while, and I know it's the middle of the day. It's not the middle of the day. It's like 5 o'clock. Wherever you're at, it might be 4 o'clock, but if not, a little earlier. But here where I'm at, I think it's almost 6 o'clock. Well, close to 6 o'clock. It should be around there. Heck, I don't know. It's around that time. Who cares? I mean, time is what? I mean, it's really nothing. It's just time. So, with that being said, I wanted to just come talk to y'all for a while and tell you that although it's been a stressful week, this whole week, a lot of things have come out of this week. I mean, heck, just kicking it back a little bit. Last Friday, I paid my truck off. Monday, I got my truck fixed and got my AC running, which since I've had it has had no cold AC in it. So, I mean, that's a plus right there. So, with that being said, that got fixed Tuesday. And if you know me, I've been riding around with my check engine lights on, and they're all off. And that got fixed, and they released my title to my truck, so it's officially mine now. There's no one to say anything different. It's all mine now. So, that's a good thing. And this week, I mean, I also this week got to help a buddy out with some pallets. I also got to help another buddy of mine out move some desks. And, I'm not bragging about, doing things here or there. I'm just saying I encourage you to do it. I encourage you to reach out of your comfort zone and do things that you normally wouldn't do. I mean, go help people. You know what I mean? And, you don't have to be strong necessarily, the strongest and the baddest dude to go help somebody out. It just takes a little bit of your time and little effort. I mean, heck, we had a lot of stuff to move, and it was a crazy. The individuals that helped me out move this stuff, we had a tight gap to put it in, but we took care of business, and that's what most people that would call me and ask me for any help, I'm down to help them out. I like helping people out. I mean, that's just me. I feel serving people is the best thing you can do. I mean, honestly, serving people, serving Christ is the best thing you could do. It really is. I mean, you can't really do the joy you get. I mean, it's not even the joy that I get from serving people. It's a joy they get because they didn't have to do it themselves and they had help. Also, the joy that you get from feeling accomplished that you helped somebody out. I mean, not even the selfish aspect of it, just to know that you did something good for somebody and you were able to assist them in their time of needing assistance. And one day, I'm not going to say it's going to come back to me that one day I might need help, and I can call these people up and say, hey, look, you want to come help me out? And they'll look back at that time that I assisted them, and maybe they'll come help me, even if it's for a little while. I mean, it's the little things you do in life that really matter the most. I mean, heck, I could have said no, and I could have just went on about my day, and not even thought twice about it. But then when the tables are turned and I need help, they could walk right past me. So at least if I help people out, I know hopefully maybe one day when I need help, they'll be there to help me out also. So with that being said, I mean, it's always good to help people out, especially the ones that are good friends of yours. I mean, especially you help them, you scratch my back, I scratch yours, and that's a lot of times how it is for people. And people think like that still. And shoot, the whole doing all that work the other night, got free dinner out of it. I mean, I didn't ask for dinner. Well, maybe I did because it's a good buddy of mine. I did kind of ask him, like, look, we're working all this, we want a little bit of dinner. And my buddy said, okay, we'll hook y'all up. And so we got some hibachi the other night. I mean, hey, my boy loves some hibachi, and we ate like nobody's business the other night. And hey, I mean, wouldn't have got that if I wouldn't have went and helped him. I mean, heck, how was I to know he was going to have good hibachi? I mean, I would have never known. I mean, if I would have never said anything or went and helped him, would have never known there was some good food waiting on the other side. I mean, heck, that's motivation for me to do stuff right there, I tell you. Money and food, just about anything. I mean, anything get done right there. I mean, that's money and food right there. Motivation for me enough to do anything just about. But and I'm not a very strong dude, so of course it took a little assistance, some buddies that we had helping us out. But all in all, we got it taken care of. Yeah, we was worn out, but we got it taken care of. Job got done, and now buddy's excited. He's got all he needs. His office is set up. So I'm proud to talk about that tonight and tell you a little bit about that. But other than that, do for others as you would yourself, as you would want done for yourself. So if you want somebody to help you out, then reach out there and help other people out. You know what I mean? By the actions you do, people will know who you are. And that could go on either side of the fence. I mean, you could really go that multiple different ways. But by your actions, people will know who you are and how you operate and how you set the standards for your life. And that's what I hope, one day the people see I'm not going to live forever, and I know that. I mean, it's inevitable. I mean, heck, one day I'm going to die. It's just going to happen. I mean, I'm not even worried about it. I used to worry about it, but not anymore. I know one day I'm just not going to be here anymore. I mean, it happens to everybody. But I do want, when the time comes, and hopefully, not anytime soon, but when the time comes, at my funeral, I want people to say, hey, look, this guy was willing to help anybody out. Willing to do whatever it was that needed to be done. And he was a great man and loved the Lord and lived his life to the fullest. That's what I want people to say when I pass and it's my time. I want to be, it's not that I want to be necessarily known, but I want there to be a legacy when I leave this world behind. That somebody says, hey, Lance here, he was a good dude, and he tried the best he could, and we want to live like Lance and try to do like Lance and live for Christ like Lance did. That's the way I want it to be seen. When my time comes, I want people to know after who I was. Not even being selfish, just for the fact of is the life I lived. I want you to do similar to the things that I try to do in my life and try to love, live, and learn. I mean, of course, make mistakes all the time, but truthfully, that's where I think you get the most out of life, and that's where it's the most honoring. And also, I did neglect to mention last week when I paid my truck off, I went ahead to my bank account and I emptied the money out. And what I did with the rest of it, I donated to my local church. I mean, some people might say I'm crazy. I mean, I understand, but the rest of that money I gave to my tithe. That was about what I had accrued for tithe for the year. And so up to this point, so I went ahead and donated my tithe in the middle of the year and took care of that at the same time. And boy, did that make a better week for me. I mean, I expected a couple days ago, because I had spent quite a bit of money over the weekend. I expected to go to my bank account the other day and see that I was out of money. I mean, I knew one of my accounts would be almost out of money. And mysteriously, there was money still left in my account, which I know maybe it was, you could say it however you want. Maybe I just didn't spend that much money. But I'm telling you what, Lord works in mysterious ways, and I'll be the first to tell you that. I've seen it personally in my life, and God is great. I mean, you've got to realize, I mean, that is something that I don't take for granted. No day do I take that for granted, but God is great. And God will bless you if you honor Him by doing what He asks and doing His will. And I promise you, He'll take care of you. He really will. I mean, when I was younger, a couple years ago, I feel a little more closer to God at that time than it was now. I mean, it's been a lot of struggles here recently. But a couple years ago, I was living off little to no money and driving my car around. I didn't know how I was going to make it. Making the money I was making, working a part-time job, I didn't understand how I was making it. And I was in college for a little while, so I really didn't understand how I was making it along. But the Lord seen me giving, and that's what helped me move along. I mean, it's God to bless you if you take care of, you do His will. You know what I mean? You do His will and do what He asks, and try to live for Christ. I guarantee you, you'll never regret it. You won't a day in your life regret living for Christ. Nobody has looked back on their life and said, "Oh, I regret living for Christ." Not one individual. Not one individual. If they have, then maybe they need to check their morals and check what they were actually believing in and see what they were actually following, because I guarantee you, you follow Christ like a lot of people do, and like I do. I try anyway, for the most part. I struggle more than I try anyway, but it's an uphill battle. But I guarantee you keep fighting for it, and your payoff, you'll see it eventually. I mean, Christ will bless you when you bless Him and you take care of His stuff. So, with that being said, I just wanted to tell y'all that today hadn't been a crazy day, but it hadn't been a really good day. But it's Friday, and that's praise the Lord right there, son. 3-day weekend, Memorial Day weekend. Go to my weekend job and make some bank. And that's what I'm talking about. And so, y'all have a great weekend. Stay safe. And if y'all got any questions, post them on my videos. I'd be happy to post them out and answer them next week sometime if there is any questions y'all might have for me. But with that being said, I'm going to let y'all go tonight and try to catch a video tomorrow night if I can. But y'all have a great weekend and peace out. Happy Friday to y'all. Bye now. This is Lance leaving. Adios.